This is your week 1 introductory video. One of the things that you're going to find in this course is you're going to kind of wonder what surveying is about and what construction surveying is about. If we were to meet on campus, I would say at least 3, maybe 4 of the classes, so half the time we would meet, I would take you outside. We would be outside, we'd be using equipment, we'd be measuring the parking lot, we'd be doing different things that could assist you or help you to understand what surveying is like. But we can't do that because of one, we're a web-based course and we're web-based because of COVID restrictions. The school doesn't allow us to be on campus because of COVID. And some of you may not want to meet either, and I'm not allowed to meet with you in person. All because of COVID. However, I will do the best I can with videos. I've taught a course very similar to this in Baltimore last fall, and I was able to utilize a lot of videos from YouTube that explained the equipment and demonstrated it and had practical uses of the equipment and surveying so that you have a feel for what things are like. So this course, while it was probably written to be very hands-on, we're not able to do that, and I will do the best I can to make it enjoyable for you and show you things about surveying. The beginning chapters here, chapter 1 and 2 is an overview. Chapter 1 gives you the definition of surveying, and I'll have a lecture for chapter 1 that'll be short and sweet. But it gives you the definition of surveying and introduces you to types of measurements, and it introduces you to needs for surveys, or therefore types of surveys that are done. And chapter 2, which also will have its own separate lecture. Chapter 2 introduces you to units of measurement and begins to get you a little, whet your appetite a little bit for some trigonometry and some simple surveying math and some of the reasons behind it. While I know that certain maths are a requirement for this course and you may or may not enjoy math, surveying is the application of mathematics. You know, when you take math in high school or middle school, you're wondering, what am I going to do with this? Well, I took math through college and it's like, what am I going to do with this? I took calculus in high school, the full year. It's a calculus that's not even taught anymore in the public schools of Southern Maryland. You wouldn't even get it until you get to college now. I took a year, well, two courses, a whole year of calculus in college. And it's like, what am I going to do with this? I started surveying, and because I knew some calculus, things made more sense to me. When I started surveying, I had to use trigonometry every single day, all day long. And it was no big deal. I actually found a profession that utilized mathematics. So math is important to surveying. However, the types of calculators we have today, the computers we have, the equipment we have, a lot of math has been reduced or removed, I should say, from the profession, except for licensed people and very senior people that have to check things and take responsibility. Other than that, math doesn't come into play very much because the computer handles most of it. But I had to know what the computer did, and almost every single thing the computer does, I could do by hand. And I have done by hand in the profession. Everything that your calculator would do, I've done, you know, I say now calculator, but data collectors we'll talk about. Everything is done in data collectors I've done with a calculator. And I say by hand, I mean really with a calculator. Just a simple trig function calculator is how I started doing math 34 years ago. So that's a bit of an introduction to this first week. I look forward to getting some feedback from you, seeing how well you do, and hearing from you. If you have any questions, please email me. And it doesn't hurt to send me a text. You can send me a text message to my office phone, which is in the syllabus, or my cell phone, 301-659-5330. And even if you sent me an email, please send me a text message. I will see and respond to the text messages quicker than I will an email. I do not get my CSM emails on my phone. So it takes me a little bit to get to a computer or go through my phone online and log in like you might. So a text message is a very important way to get a hold of me, and it's the quickest way to get a hold of me. So stay tuned. We're on to chapter 1's lecture.